And I don't feel no different than yesterday, to be honest. Got a lot of people hitting me up, but at the same time, the way I feel is no different than yesterday.
You're so humble. We saw you already. And looks like you're doing daddy duty right now. We'll get to that in a second. When you look back on it, this fight was so highly anticipated, and I don't want to say you went in there and it looked easy, but to a lot of people at home, it looked easy. Did it feel easier than you thought it would be?
No, not at all. You know what I mean? Like I tell everybody, the fight is never uh, easy, no matter how it looked to the general public. The fight is won in the gym, and that's where the hard part, goes on. So this fight was extremely hard, and I went through a lot of pain and suffering to get to that point. So I wouldn't say the fight was easy by uh, no means.
Obviously, everyone wants to know what's next, who's next. The world is your oyster right now. Errol, of course, said he wants to do it again at a higher weight. Any interest? Any interest in seeing him again, whether it's next or down the line?
Well, I mean, like I said before, that's my obligation in the contract, and I gotta honor that if that's that's the next move for me in my career. Uh, I wanna just say, I mean, I gotta thank Arrow because without him, really wanting to fight and putting forth the effort into uh, doing what he can do along with me to get this fight done, we wouldn't be fighting. So it's only right that I give him that same, you know, uh, treatment if he want the rematch.
We saw, I think it was Jermel Charlo. You kind of said something too, and we see what Boots Ennis coming at you. If you had the choice, and you should, because you're the king right now of the division, who would you want to fight next if they were all open, all available?
I would definitely choose Jamel Charlo. It's a meaningful fight. It's more history. It's more on the table.
The fans all want to play matchmaker, and the analysts want to play matchmaker. Everybody seems to be interested in seeing you and Canelo at some point. Obviously, there's a little weight difference. Is that something that interests you though down the line?
No, not at all. Like I said before, I've got that uh, question many times before, and I stated then, and I'm gonna state it now. Like Canelo is two-weight class, three-weight classes, four-weight classes above me because you don't know what way he fighting at when he fighting at it. he fighting 78, so what I mean. We never know what weight Canelo fighting at, but at the same time, Canelo really don't interest me because of the size factor.
Fans can dream though. This was a monumental one. This was 40-0. There's a 50-0 out there, which isn't that far away. Do you look down the line? It's not
So
even that long.
nah, it's all what I my career wouldn't be going that long.
So you don't think
Sorry, but
you don't how
yeah,
well let
nah.
me ask you that. How much longer do you see yourself doing this? Is there a number? Is there an age?
I don't know. I'm about to be 36 years old in September, so I don't see myself, continuing to box very much longer. I've been doing this sport for a long time now, and I always stated and said that I'm gonna retire from boxing before I let boxing retire me. I feel as if I haven't been fully appreciated, in the sport of boxing in my career for some time. And I felt like once I retired, then that's where I get my props and people see greatness in Terence Crawford if they don't already see it from Saturday. And yeah, that's how I carry on all the way to the Hall of Fame.
Some would say you won the fight on Saturday before it even started with that walkout. How cool was that? How did that work out with Eminem?
Oh yeah, man, that was the dope feeling, man. Shout out to Eminem, for coming out and supporting me and showing me so much love. I never knew he was a big Terence Crawford fan, and it just happened out of the blue. It just was something that was manifest and talked about, and he commented on the status, and next thing you know, he walking me out, and that was one of the greatest moments of my career to date.
Of course, it was I think 2 days after we see you at Lele's track meet, be doing daddy duty. You're in the car with the kids right now. How important is that? Because that's number one job, right ahead of being the unified champ. It's being a father.
Oh, definitely. My daughter, she's in nationals right now. I've been driving back and forth from Omaha to Des Moines, Iowa, to support her and to be with her. She made it to the final. She race again tomorrow, and I just want to be there for her, my children. You know, um, Growing up, that was a big part that I was missing, was my parents and my family there to support me in certain tournaments and fights and football games and basketball games and stuff like that. I didn't have the support like all the other kids had, and that was it was kind of hurtful because I see how happy the kids was, whether they win, lose, or anything. They had their parents to run to and to hold them and congratulate them, or to keep them sane and tell them it was gonna be all right if they lost. So that's something that I never had. So I never wanted my kids to grow up and say, "Oh, well, daddy wasn't never there." No matter
What if
what, no matter what I'm doing in life, I make sure that I'm there for my children.